Okay, another excellent day of work. Just a ton of stuff getting done. A lot of guys starting to make moves. You're seeing some of the younger guys starting to get it and really accelerate. Guys like Audie coming on strong, Felton coming on strong, Josh Wilson coming on strong, Michael Alves coming on strong, Colin Samuel coming on strong. You know, guys are just starting to get it. They're starting to mature. They're starting to figure it out. And just the level of concentration and competitiveness is just, you know, it's helping them grow. So that's exciting to see. And just like I said, another great day of situational work, competitive, cooperative, great attitude, great work ethic, and just encouraging all around. So,
how do you see the running game from on?
Outstanding. Today's the best we've run it. I mean, we ran it well Saturday. We ran it well today. Now that's the double-edged sword, you know, because obviously there's some things that we got to fix on defense, but that's football, you know. And every day you come out here and you're trying to get better at something, work on something, and our run game is really coming along.
What are you seeing better?
I'm seeing a better understanding of how we're blocking, angles, schemes, timing. Backs having a better understanding of where the hole is going to open up and when, aiming points, you know, all of those things. So, and then backs being more decisive and hitting it downhill. I mean, when you're running an inside-outside zone running scheme, you're one cut and downhill team, and you know, they're doing a nice job of that.
It seems like Devon's been taking a lot of the backup reps.
Nope.
It's still split?
Absolutely.
So how have you kind of seen that competition?
They're both doing a really good job. Devon's done some excellent things, and Matt's done some excellent things. I think that Austin is going to be a really good player, but he's still very young. I mean, you know, like I said, he looks like he's 12 years old, but he's got a really nice throwing motion. He's got a really nice stroke. But right now, Devon and Matt are getting almost equal reps with the twos, and they're both doing a really good job.
At this point in spring, would you kind of want someone to distance themselves in that position, or are you okay with having it?
It depends.
Go all the way?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, if they're both progressing, no. If they're both stalled, then you'd like to see, you know, somebody or both accelerate. What I see is two guys that are getting better every practice. So I'm just encouraged by the way both of those guys are coming along.
You guys have been in pads quite a bit, except for those first two practices. How do you feel like your guys have been doing in terms of just practicing safely in pads?
Good. I mean, you know, every once in a while a guy goes on the ground, but you know, we really have three tempos. We have a tag-off tempo, a thud tempo, which is physical but trying to keep guys up, and then full go. The tag-offs, sometimes in thud, you know, your goal is to keep guys off the ground. Sometimes guys go on the ground, but and then live is live. So I think they're really getting it. I think to be a good football team, you have to be able to practice in tag-off and thud and still be physical and still be competitive, and that's hard to do. They're competitors, and they're prideful. But I think that over the course of our time here, really 5 years, these guys really have an understanding of what we're asking them for in terms of the tempo in practice. So I love the cooperation I'm seeing.
What have you seen from Tuioti Mariner? Obviously now one of the older guys in that defensive line.
He's versatile. He can play really 3 of the 4 spots. We probably wouldn't want to put him at nose tackle. A maturity, an element of leadership. The guys respect him. He's one of those guys that you want your young guys to watch, because he understands, you know, what great work ethic is, what great attitude is. He's a guy that understands, you know, tempo, you know, what we're looking for. A guy that knows how to compete hard but still be cooperative with his teammates so guys aren't getting hurt. He's just a very dependable, reliable, consistent performer for us.
And you mentioned the versatility. How do you think that's helped him maybe slide around and being able to do separate things and kind of help the defense in variable ways?
I think it's helped us and it's helped him, but I think it's risky at times because, you know, you never want a guy necessarily to be that's as good as him to be treated as a jack of all trades, you know. And I think he's moved through that. I think there was a point last year where he became a little frustrated that we were moving him around. And it was before the season started. It was in camp. I remember he expressed it to me, you know, I'd like to have a spot that I could kind of own. But I think he realizes that his value to the team and really his value when he moves to the next level is his ability to be versatile and be productive at 3 different spots.
How impressed were you with Jalen Starks today? It looked like he broke off a few long runs, broke a lot of tackles.
Yeah, I don't think that people are real anxious to tackle him when he's in the open field. You know, he's a big feller, and he runs hard, and he runs with good pad level. And you know, I talked about this last week. You know, our desire to move him back to a pure running back. You know, we'd gone into spring thinking he'd be a fullback, but his running skills are darn good, and you know, he gives us the big back that can run the ball in the open field, and so I've been really impressed with him.
Is he considerably bigger than he was last season, or does he look about the same?
He's a little bit bigger right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger. You know, he was working through the hand injury, so he wasn't able to do everything towards the end of our winter program. And, you know, he's a guy that has a tendency to gain weight quickly. I'm really confident when we come back for fall that he'll be, you know, 250, 255 pounds, which is probably right about where you want him, because he moves well. I mean, he's a smooth, explosive guy, and you don't really want to hit him high, I know that. Okay?
Thanks,
All right,
Jim.
thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Again, ladies.